Comedian Jon Stewart left the big city lights for a big family farm. He and his wife Tracy share their new home with 4 dogs, 2 pigs, 3 rabbits, 2 guinea pigs, 1 bird, and 2 fish. That sounds crowded. Gayle King met up with the couple and found out where their love for animals comes from.
Good old belly rub.
You could say Jon Stewart is in hog heaven.
Oh, that's a good girl.
But it's his wife Tracy who's living a dream,
This one,
She wants
she's
to
just a
play
little
all the
calmer.
time.
creating an animal sanctuary at their recently bought New Jersey farm, 50 miles outside of New York City.
Were you an animal lover before you met Tracy?
I was so angry at animals until I met Tracy.
While Jon may joke, Tracy's love of animals is serious.
I was a little apprehensive when I was coming here today. I go, what is Tracy going to think? Because Tracy, I love a good burger. I still do. I love bacon, Tracy. I love bacon.
many people that love burgers.
I feel you're judging me. So what do you say to people who haven't embraced it with the enthusiasm that you have?
I feel so good about eating vegan. So for me, it makes me feel really good about myself. Now, that might not be the case for everyone.
Tracy's new book, Do Unto Animals, is a guide to understanding animals and treating them with respect, with sections like, be nice to the bugs, and lines like, mosquitoes love me, so I love bats. You know she is hardcore.
Yeah, good boy.
And she also has a thing for pit bulls.
Good boy.
Meet Little Dipper,
Good boy.
a 3-legged rescue and one of 2 pit bulls among the family's 4 dogs.
So do you think pit bulls are misunderstood?
Yes, but now I would say this. If I had a small child and I was going to go get a dog, I wouldn't get a large, muscular dog. But not because I think that a pit bull is inherently dangerous. Really, what shows whether a dog is going to bite is the history of the dog.
The history of the dog, not the breed.
Not the breed, the dog. But sadly, a lot of dogs are being euthanized just because they have a big blocky head. But they are the sweetest dogs. You're a good boy.
While the book is mostly about loving and caring for animals, it also follows Tracy's path to happiness through animals, like when she was in a relationship with a hypercritical boyfriend.
He had gone to an Ivy League school, so he loved to correct my grammar. He told me that I had too much space between the bottom of my nose and the top of my lip.
This is where I think we should zoom in, because I read that, Tracy, I read that part
I
of the
did
book.
wax if you want to zoom in.
No, Tracy, I read that part of the book and I went and looked in the mirror to say, let's see, I wonder, is mine
But
okay?
if someone says something
I know.
crazy to
Yes.
you go
That's
like,
a clue.
there must be something there.
None of that was enough for you to say bye-bye. You didn't say
No.
bye-bye until he did what?
So I did not say bye-bye until I finally adopted my dog, Enzo. And he left the front door open and the dog ran out into the street. Now, the dog did not get hit.
Yeah.
But at that moment, I realized that it was time to go.
But isn't it interesting it took for him to do something egregious to the dog,
I
to
know.
Enzo, for you to say?
I know. But it's funny because at that time, that does mark a significant transition in me, in who I was becoming.
And she credits another boyfriend and future husband for making her love of animals the focus of her life.
It also cleared the way for you to really find to do what you wanted to do, too.
Yes, because what he was saying to me is, you love animals. You've told me that you dreamed of being a veterinarian when you were young. I still can't figure out why you're not doing that. I finally heard that and went back, and I did go back to school to become a veterinary technician.
It was at school that Tracy says she had one of the best days of her life.
The happiest day of your life was not the second happiest day of your life, in addition to the marriage and your children, of course. All has to do with a cow.
So we went up upstate, and we worked on a farm. When we got there, there was a cow that was downed, and she was pregnant, and they couldn't get her up. And the farmer said, I know of another farmer who has a trailer, and he picked the cow up and put it in a pond and massaged the legs until the blood was circulating again as she stood.
But you also were involved in massaging, too.
Yes, so we did it. I was the first one in. I was in the back. The cow was like feces flying all over me, and I'm there with my big happy smile.
Yes. Tracy, that's where we've taken a turn.
Happy.
Feces flying, rubbing the cow, that's where we took a turn. I thought, Tracy and I have different definitions of happy days. Because you wrote so great. The feces were flying, and I was
so
rubbing, and I was so happy.
But
about it.
then,
Yes.
okay,
I
you'll
like how
appreciate
you
the
told
next
story.
part, though.
Yes, yes,
so
yes.
then she did get up, and
Yes,
she
she
did
did.
give birth to a calf. And after she was out, we looked up, and all the cows that had been way out in the pasture had come in, and they were all lined up to see the baby.
I'm thinking that you were really doing exactly what you want to do at this time in your life.
I am. I'm 48, and I feel like this last year, I've been happy for a long time. I think when I go out and I lie with the pigs, and I think like my hair's a mess and my skin's a mess, and you know, I'm packing it on down here. I just feel like I don't care anymore. I'm so happy